Hello, 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 dear New Time for Africa students. I'm so excited. We just finished our, fellowship, offline fellowship on Saturdays that we have on Saturdays. I'm telling you, I don't understand sometimes why do you miss such an opportunities. It's such a great opportunity. I was so blessed. I was so, filled with the, emotions, motivation, to do something. All of us who has been attending these meetings, we feel the same way after every meeting. So I do invite you every Saturday to offline meetings that are taking place at noon, 12 p.m. here in Kiev. And those of you who has no opportunity, if you are, if you are in Africa or if you're somewhere else, I'm so sad, but you can get the recording of those meetings, video and both and audio recordings of those meetings where we discuss, we go so deep, to understand, to have deeper insight of what we are studying, what you've been studying last week. But it's a new week, it's a new lesson, it's a new topic. So today we will talk to you on the topic how to define your life calling. Because if you don't understand your life calling, then you are missing the whole life. Actually, you can live your life, but you're missing your life. Someone said, unless you understand your life calling, unless you define your life calling, actually you don't live, you just survive, you just sustain life. So that is why today we will talk on the issue of life calling, and I'll help you to understand and to define your life calling. It's very easy, but you need to do something about it. But before, let's start with understanding that no one of us has been born without any reason. For example, let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen a chair or an armchair? What it has been created for? Ask yourself a question. What has it been created for? Just to be a furniture, a piece of furniture, just to take place in the furniture of your or design of your apartment or your house? No, of course. It has a certain reason why it has been created for. Or for example, this cell phone. Why, what it has been created for? It has not been created just to be, just to exist. No, it has been created with a certain reason. So the same way, if you will look at the nature that surrounds us, you will understand that there is nothing in this world that has been created without reason. So let me ask you a question. Is there a reason for your life? Is there a reason for your life, to appear on the face of the earth or in this society, to appear this particular time, this particular country, this particular, period of history of human beings? I'm telling you, you are not without reason. You've not been born without reason. There is a reason for your birth. And what's that reason? How to define this reason? That's why we have this lesson. So stay with us. Stay with the New Time for Africa. Subscribe to our channel and invite your friends to subscribe to our channel, and they will get the all blessing of this lesson. So why are there so many people who are not happy with their lives? Why are there so many people who are not happy with the way they live? And probably you ask yourself a question, why is this things like these, that there are so few changes in our lives, in our society? Let me ask you a question. The history of a human beings is no more but a summarization, or it's the sum, or it's the gathering, or put it together, the lives of people who became a history makers. It's the life of those who define their life purposes, and that's actually the only thing that defines or determines what kind of life we are going to have, what kind of environment we are living in. So I'm telling you that your life is not so good, life is not so excited because it lacks your life. It lacks your calling. It has lack of you. You are not included yet in the summarization of the histories of lives of those history makers. So let me invite you to our course New Time for Africa, and let me invite you to the lesson where all of us will define our life calling. Do you know what is the richest place in the world? Let me ask you that question. Some of you may know already the answer, but most of the people, they don't really know the richest place in this world. Where is it? But let me tell you the truth. The richest, the wealthiest place in this world, the place where the most, that has most of the wealth of this world it's a cemetery. Why is that so? Because you can't imagine how many billionaires are laying down there in the cemetery and they never discovered that they could become those billionaires. They carried within them, they carried that potential, to become the billionaire. They carried the potential to become the greatest scientists. They carried the potential to become the greatest inventors or designers in this world, but they never had the opportunity to release it because they never realized that there is a purpose for their life. So what's the purpose for your life? We'll talk about it right now. Stay with us, stay tuned, and stay subscribed with New Time for Africa. So, if you are with us, you're already blessed, you're already good, because right now we came to the point where you understand, or where you will understand, not just motivated, but you understand, and you will know for sure how you can change your life eternally. From now on, your life will never be the same, will never remain the same if you understand this. All right, so what is your life calling? How to define your life calling? It's so easy. Actually, I have the explanation that will help you. The life calling of your life could be determined or defined as the crossing point of your pain and your love. So the point of intersection, the point where your life pain and life love, where they intersect, that's the point of your calling. That's what could be called your life calling. Life calling. That's how you define it. So what's that? Let me explain to you. So your life pain, there are two types. There could be two types of pain in your life. One type of pain is the pain when you see something, or when you face with something, or when you meet with something in this life and you say, hey, I can't, it's not possible, it's not fair, I feel such a pain. That's something you cannot pass by. You can't. That's the pain of regret for people, the pain of like, how is it possible? The pain of you feel like you compassion to these people. That's one type of pain. And the other type of pain could be the pain where you disagree with something. You feel the anger that, for example, sometimes you feel the anger about corruption, or you feel the anger because, some men and women, they are not equal, they are not accepted as equal in this life. And you feel like, I can't deal with that. So what do you need to do? You need to make the list of these kinds of pain. It could be the list even up to 10 different topics. For example, one of the topics, how you understand? If you see homeless person, some people, they're passing by, seeing those homeless, but without paying their attention, without noticing even them. They see with their eyes, but they don't mark, okay, that's the problem. And it's not because you are, you don't see, it's not because you don't love them. No. That's because there is someone else who will pay the attention to those people. I remember that once there was a moment in my life, once I heard someone speaking about homeless children, and I felt myself so much frustrated because I did not feel the same amount, the same level of passion that the speaker had about those kids. And I thought, like, do I really believe people? Do I really love people? And I noticed, like, yes, I love them, but I don't feel so much passion. But there was some other areas of life that I felt so much passionate about that you can't even imagine. So I realized that I need to make a list of the pain, your own pain. But that's not the pain about your life, but that's the pain about the things that surrounds you. Why is that so? Because God is a good investor. Every time God sees something in the future of the human beings or in the future of the human society, He answers with the giving birth, with the birth of the history maker. God answers, God speaks, God answers, God brings a solution to the world problems by giving birth to a human being. So the reason why you've been born because God knew that someone would be in pain. So the pain caused your appearance, it caused your birth. So your own pain means the pain that is closest to you, that you understand, that you feel about this society. All right, but that's number one. Then you need to find out your love. What is love? For example, how do you know that your parents, they love you? Just because they love you? Or just because they told you one day that they loved you? No, that's because you feel by their actions that they love you. You feel that they worry about you. You feel that they remember about you. They think about you. That's how you understand that they love. So love means actions, certain actions. So let me ask you a question. Did you ever, out of this list, did you ever feel something that you want to do? It's something that you want to do. It means like, I want to create the organization, or I want to start my orphanage house, or I want to clean the streets. I feel, and you had the ideas how to do this. So what do you need to do? You need to transfer from the list of your pains, you need to transfer to these, to love list. You need to transfer the things that you will do. And when you will do these, that means those things that out of them you can choose the 1, 2, or 3. Sometimes it might not be 1, but it might be 2 or 3 or 4, but usually it's not more than 5. These are things that could be defined as your life calling. In the future, in the meanwhile future, I'll explain you, next lessons I'll explain you what to do with that life calling. But today, your home assignment for today will be, you need to define your calling. You need to define like this, using this structure, using this algorithm. You need to choose your life calling. So if you want to get more, subscribe to our channel so you will get, all the future lessons. By the way, in the subtitles after this lesson, you will get the WhatsApp number, and you'll get the email. Email us today, or send the link to this lesson to your friends and let them subscribe to this channel. So press a subscribe button to this channel and you'll get all the lessons. So now you got the understanding how you can do these, how you can determine your life calling. So be proactive. It means do not be regressive. Don't say, okay, I don't understand this, I don't know how to do this. Listen, find solutions. Go through a meditation process. Go through meditation process during this week. Find out solutions. Listen these every single morning. Listen to this video. Listen to this lesson, over and over and over. And form some of your questions. By the way, next Saturday at our offline meeting, we are going to answer your questions. So send the questions to the link, to the email for this project, that you have. Send your questions and we'll give the answers to these questions. But be proactive. Don't stay at the position where you're now. So, and you will get the understanding, you'll get the full blessing of these, topic. And also for those who will complete this assignment, I have a free gift for you. Do you want to get the free gift from me? I want to send you my book in English. All of you who are subscribed to this project, who are New Time for Africa participants, I'm going to send you my book, online. So that's why right now subscribe to the project, and make sure that all of your friends, they are subscribed with us and they will get this book for free. So we'll see you next week. We'll see you at our offline meeting for those who are in Ukraine. But for those who are not in Ukraine, listen, follow us, listen to these videos, watch these videos, do your assignments, and we'll see you next week.